Yep.
Okay. 10 o'clock, we will call the Harrison County Commission meeting for January 19th to order. If you would rise and join us in the invocation and pledge.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all that are here, getting here safe. Please let them return home safely today. Let all be safe in their travels. Lord, bless this meeting. Bless the individuals in this room. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, if we could all remain standing for a moment of silence as we lost Senator Joe Menard, who was a long-time public servant. Thank you.
Anyone signed up to speak publicly?
Yes, Commissioner, Mr. Parker is the first individual signed up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Again, I'm here concerning your FOIA policy and fee schedule. I did pick up a revised copy from the desk. But a few things. One, I'm glad to see your request form is permissive and should be submitted, because I'm concerned there's a couple of things, at least one thing on that form I'm not sure would meet statutory requirements. Usually you can ask who they are or who they represent on that form where it says it's a required field. That's my thought process. But that's me. It looks permissive anyway. When it says should be completed. Number 7, I recommend you take a look at that. It says if the request is related to a potentially controversial or sensitive matter, I don't know who decides that. Or it talks about a grievance. I don't know what the definition of a grievance against the county commission is. Unless you change your personnel policy, it has a grievance procedure in it. I did notice where the revised that I saw corrected a couple of items that came over from Bridgeport. On your fees, I still believe your fees are excessive. I know other entities evidently charge this according to the information we're given. If you move a little closer to home, your second floor, to my knowledge, is $1.25 for the first 2 pages and $1 for each page thereafter, which includes personnel costs. Floor up above is $1 per page, again, which includes personnel cost. And you're charging $1 per page for black and white copies, where personnel costs are not allowed, and $2 a page for color copies. And they talk about collecting sales tax. I don't know how that's going to be tracked. And do other offices charge that sales tax for their copies? If so, how are you remitting that to the state? The other item that's really not addressed in the policy that I could see is request for remote locations, animal control, E911 center. If I have a request for the E911 center, does it come here and then distributed to them? Does the response come here? Or am I supposed to pay the fee here and then travel to the 911 center to pick it up, or animal control to pick it up? Again, it seems the intent is to be restrictive in nature and not open to the public. And the fee waiver, I was wondering what the criteria for the fee waiver would be. It's just at the discretion of the county administrator. But I didn't know what criteria, or if there was going to be any criteria. Those are my thoughts, and I would suggest you revisit your policy.
I have 10:05?
There's another individual signed up to speak,
Okay.
Mr. Cochran, I believe.
Yeah, I was just wanted to ask what's going on with the Arlington, the Falls, and the Delmar storage project. See if they think you guys heard anything on what's going on with that? Because this has been going on for over 25 years. And for some reason, nothing gets done out there. I don't know what the problem is, you know. It's been like that for 20-some years. You know, myself, if I don't get fixed on anything, I know the moon stuff. Take care of my own stuff and I do put something in there. I refuse to hook up anything that's there because, you know, we've been fighting since the 90s. I'm just kind of curious, you know, what's really holding it up. You know. I know right now, Paul told me the grant money. But they have a certain amount of grant money and they don't have the matching funds to get started. So, I thought, well, all you do is go up the pass, you know.
I mean, they're the ones that would know the most.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've called county commissioners or public service commissioner in Charleston. I've called some and asked, you know, I mean, you got to call and ask people what's going on. Why? You know, why we can't do anything with it.
I mean, that's the last I heard, the information that you've been made aware of.
Yeah, so, like you do stuff up next.
That's all you can do. Appreciate it.
You got to try.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Nobody else signed up. Okay.
No.
Is there anyone on Zoom that wishes to speak publicly? Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Okay, hearing none. Now we'll go to 10:05. We have a nuisance hearing for Michael Lyons, New Creek and Wilsonburg. Do we have a Michael Lyons here?
They both have COVID, so I'll have to reschedule that one.
Okay. Next would be the consent agenda. What's the pleasure?
Motion approved.
The motion's been made to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. We have no payroll change notices.
Correct.
Minutes and or amended minutes of previous meeting. It appears we have a special meeting on January 10th, 2022. What's the pleasure?
Motion approved.
Motion to approve. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Requisitions, purchase orders, invoices. Under A, vendor requisition list of payments. What's the pleasure?
Motion approved.
Motion's been made to approve requisitions A. Any discussion?
This elevator build when I finally get it fixed.
Which one? The annual service contract?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be able to keep track of it, the services, we're gonna pay them 26,000 and breaks down every other month.
Yes, and their various inspections.
That's all that takes care of, correct?
It doesn't seem to work. Inspection.
Seems, well, they have found issues and are in the process of repairing that.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Exoneration, corrective tickets, joint property applications. Exonerations, I would say, is all there are on Exhibit A.
Motion approved A.
Motion to approve exonerations under A. We'll correct it, yeah. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 7, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition for the payment of costs associated with the project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2019 bonds issued for Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development District, Series 2021 A and B Development District Number 3, White Oaks Project Number 2, and Series 2008 A Charles Point Project Number 2, Northland Bay Improvements, under A and B. It's a pleasure.
Motion for A and B.
Motion to approve number 7, A and B. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. It appears that we do not have anything under number 8, correct?
Correct.
To number 9. Review, discuss, consider monthly minutes, financial information from various boards, committees, and public service districts, A through D. What's the pleasure?
Motion approved.
Motion's
and B.
been made to approve number 9, A through D, correct?
Yes.
Any discussion?
Note that they're running large water losses and Epsol is running over $100,000 out 90 days. And don't see any income to pay off. So I think we need to take a look at the financial stability of the Epsol PSC.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No,
The opposition? Motion carried. Number 10, review, discuss, consider Sheriff Matheny as Sheriff's Office nomination for Harrison Taylor 911 Advisory Board, requesting advice and consent from the Harrison County Commission on this appointment. I believe that's in the code. Is that in the bylaws?
Correct.
What's the pledge?
Motion to move forward for Sheriff Robert Matheny.
Motion to move forward with number 10 for Robert Matheny
Mhm.
to serve on that board.
Please.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Review, discuss, consider subsidizing Frank Loria Memorial Field by allocating $8,000 for the youth of Clarksburg and Harrison County.
Motion to approve the $8,000 for youth of Clarksburg and Harrison County.
Motion to approve the $8,000 for the youth of Clarksburg and Harrison County. Any discussion?
what should we give them last year, Laura?
Eight.
This is the normal.
I'll double check with Erica real quick, but I believe that's the number she told me.
I think that we increased it. Make sure we stay there. Is there any other paperwork with this?
No, just a letter. And of course, there, how many games and everything.
Does
that
he
is
put it
played.
in the letter?
I don't remember being in there.
Just ask, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with the 8,000. As long as proper documentation is presented. For the request.
Okay, so all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Review, discuss, consider Mike Secreto as North Central West Virginia Law Enforcement Council's nomination for Harrison Taylor E911 Advisory Board, requesting advice and consent from Harrison County Commission on this appointment. This falls under the same as number 10, correct?
Correct.
Pleasure.
Motion to approve Mr. Secreto.
Motion to approve Mr. Secreto for the E911 Advisory Board. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, I have 10:15, and I believe we have another nuisance hearing at 10:15. Charles, Dana, and James Kreitz.
Charles, Dana, James Price. Charles, Dana, James Price. Charles, Dana, James Price.
There's no one in the hallway.
You have any information on this, Ms. Schaefer?
Yes. This one is over in Anmore, Eastview area, at the end of Tiffany Terrace. The structure had burnt. And there's just junk and garbage everywhere. He's also can't do anything about this part, but he's put plastic and attached to the burned house. And he's living in that. But, and that's, you know, where he lives, can't do that, anything for that. But, all the other junk around there, they could be cleaning that up, and we've been at them for quite a while.
He was served.
Motion to proceed to court.
Motion to proceed to court. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
I just had a comment for consideration in the future. On the municipal level, when we see a fire, we try to find out who the insurance company is on the loss and alert them to our potential lien for debris removal. That's something that we might want to try to do at the county as well. It's much harder because of our broader territory. However, if we are alerted to a fire in the county, we ought to try to stay on top of that and get the insurance company involved.
We do that, that sometimes we do get that. So we hold that money back until we clean it.
Have we done it on this one? Anybody? Okay. Okay, number 13, review, discuss, consider administrative cost schedule for FOIA requests. Pleasure.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve. Any discussion?
See agenda item number 3.
Review, discuss, consider administrative cost schedule for FOIA requests.
We are approved the FOIA request. Thanks.
No, this is the total package of the FOIA and the fee schedule.
So it appears that all we can approve today is the fees, correct?
Yes, and I'd like to, I'm still not sure I understand how we come up with the cost schedule. I know you come up with a number, but
As for the cost schedule, we combined and looked at several different policies that have been around.
Nothing changed since last week, correct?
Nothing changed. It's like, well, we did add the $5 flat fee for produced CD. We added that. Yeah, and there was a typographical error that I corrected since that went out with the agenda packet on Monday.
our response to people will be, this is what other people charge. And that's how we're charging it.
This is roughly what other people charge, yes.
And motion's been made to approve as presented. Is that correct? Mr. Treetops? Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Laura, do you have?
The only thing really I have for the administrators report this week is kudos to our maintenance department for them. They did a great job. They even came out on Monday to clear some of the parking lots for the offices that we have that cannot close, like the sheriff's office, 911. They've really gone above and beyond and have done a wonderful job with the snow removal. I appreciate it. I'm sure everyone else does walking in. So I just want to give a shout out to them. Otherwise, it's budget time. We're starting to gather all the information and working on budget items. So you'll be hearing more from me about that and our meeting schedule for the upcoming budget.
Mr. Treetops, do you have? Mr. Hinkle?
I'd like to have 1 minute sidebar if possible with attorney.
Sure.
While we wait for what the next hearing is at 10:30.
I guess we'll wait till you okay to wait till 10:30.
She's
Let
not
him-
coming.
Oh, she's not, well, we better wait till 10:30.
Did I ask the question? Am I allowed? to
Well,
do
you
that?
should have done that.
I'm sorry.
And better wait till we're on.
Okay, okay. I already pertains to you guys. Not controlled by the county. Oh, okay.
Did he get his question answered? Was that your question?
Yeah, I don't have a smartphone, so how do you pay for
That's a good point.
Does it say smartphone on the meter or wherever?
it? I don't know how I know. You can't pay.
Yeah, you have to do it with an app, I think.
Yes,
Way to go,
I
Jack.
can't get an app on my phone.
No, he can't.
I don't like,
for the 2 parking lots behind the building.
yeah,
A new company has acquired them and they did change some of their ways that you pay to park. And one of it now being.
what do I do?
Was a smart move on their part.
I think it actually was a good move on your part, actually. I think I could go back to the flip phone myself.
A lot of people tell me that.
Yep.
I missed my radio.
Those were the best.
I won't do it as long as I could.
The change.
You think? Probably shouldn't collect an HC. I agree with Wallace. Yeah. Is there any, we have to. So you have to pay somewhere for.
Right, so.
Yeah. There was some discussion in the city for a while.
Is that Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin's unmuted.
Let's see.
On the streets.
Oh, okay.
Jackson Square. I think it's a big company.
City.
City. What you pay working in the city, good. Like that. Can you pay it?
Well, you probably can't, I mean, can you still put money in meters?
I thought there were-
I think they did.
Coins, but I don't know if they changed it. Coins, so I always use the one.
It's 10:30. anything else?
Yeah, I would like to set a work session up for Charles Point Fifth property tax. We can take a look at what's going to be coming down the pipe on that. Also, how we're going to handle in-home COVID test and what kind of policy we're gonna have when people test at home on that kid as far as missing work, how we're gonna handle that.
Want a work session on that, or you want to make that an agenda item?
I think I'd like for it to be a work session, so make it part of the same work session.
Anything else?
That's it.
I'm gonna try to set something up, Laura. You okay with that, Pat? Sure.
I'll invite Chad from the health department so he can give his input on the at-home test.
I don't know if we want to check around and see what others are doing or if anything.
Well, the only other thing is personnel matters on the next meeting. Executive session. And my other comment is, as Patsy said earlier in the meeting, we did lose a good friend in the county, the state of West Virginia. Joe Menard. Just a short story, he and I ran against each other years ago for the state senate. And we both made an oath to each other, basically, that we would keep the race clean. And we did that. And that strengthened the bond between Joe and I. Whenever we would see each other, he would always thank me that it was the only time he'd ever run for anything that somebody didn't say something bad about him. And I used to tease him and say it's hard to find something to say bad about Joe Menard. He did a lot of things for the state of West Virginia. Did a lot of things for Harrison County, city of Clarksburg, his family, his legacy with the restaurant, his family. Joe be missed by a lot of people. And I think if you could even come close to following in his footsteps, you can be proud of your life, because I think Joe literally did a lot.
I don't have anything. So my computer says 10:33, so we had a nuisance hearing scheduled for 10:30. You say she's not coming?
No, she's not coming. She is going to be giving her house to someone, but she is needing help facilitating an agreement. And I'm asking the commission if we could try to be that facilitator for that agreement for her. So that way we can get the house to somebody else that wants to fix it, clean it up.
Has she been to legal aid? Do they do that type of thing?
I don't think she has.
How long has
She's
this been going on?
a couple of years.
So she wants to give it to somebody else as soon as we sign the deed over, then we have to start the process over.
Does
This
she have somebody to
person
give
is-
it to?
Huh?
Does she have someone to give it
Yes.
to? Are they willing to clean it up?
Yes, in fact, they've been cleaning it up.
Who is they?
His name is Bob Cottrell and Annie Kearns.
How much have they cleaned up?
I think that they have taken a good bit of the junk from around the house. that section of the house, believe it or not, is not that bad. It's the front part of the house that's bad. It's really old. And he wants to fix up that section and live in it.
Is it livable?
Yes, that section is.
This section right here,
Yes,
it's probably gonna need some siding, isn't it?
yes.
Is there any way that we can say that we'll help with the transfer, but not until it gets clean?
I guess we could do anything.
Certainly, on the legal side, the only way I would tell you to assist in the transfer is if we had a number of covenants which were made part of the deed and they consented to an injunction as part of that process if the property was not cleaned up by a specific date. We could structure it that way.
It's not that hard to do your own deed. As far as that goes, it wouldn't cost you a thing.
We do it, try to get that.
Yeah, but I don't want to start going down that path. Everybody wants us to do their legal work.
Yeah, it's really
I mean, that's just my opinion.
up to you all. I mean, we do facilitate remediation agreements. When we have people into court, have we truly assisted someone with a transaction at this stage? Not really, no.
Not at this, not with this type of thing. Usually we help mediate, you know, like, okay, so you're okay with us coming in and cleaning up and us putting a lien on your property, and we have done those agreements.
Because otherwise, it's just we have to start all over again. So we didn't. It'll be another year or two.
She could do her own deed and give it to these people. I mean, I know you're, unless you
Yeah.
want to stick with these people and try to get it cleaned up, if she's not going to clean it up. And then you work with them. That's just a suggestion.
Whatever's the fastest way to get it cleaned up.
You want to go back and talk to her about that,
Do that.
and then you can come back to us. And let us know. We'll let Laura know. She can-
And this might be something that the Land Use and Sustainability Clinic at the College of Law might help with between the property owners in terms of a free resource that's out there. That would keep us out of the picture.
Now,
It'd be something good for them to do.
Yeah, I just want us to find a way to keep these things rolling instead of
Alright.
starting all over again.
I'm with you. Couldn't agree more. Okay. Motion to adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried.